One day, when the glory
Media and social media convey messages to the general public in today's society. The following examples from multiple different venues show how this is done. They are movies, TV shows, songs, and social media campaigns that all talk about the same issue, which is social justice for the Black community.
Olivia, that's a good thing. Whose side are you on here?
Not yours.
This episode of Scandal focuses on what happens when a Black teenager is shot by a white police officer. Olivia joins the protesters to show how serious she is about finding justice for the victim. Recently, the Ferguson trial has caused a lot of controversy in the nation. Many were upset by the shooter's release. There have been riots and protests all over the country. Ferguson was a spark that lit the movement, and since this, many unjust events are being highlighted by protests and rallies. The writers and producers took this opportunity to prove a point. Through TV shows that everyone watches, they can intertwine important messages that they want the viewers to understand. They want to convey that police shootings and brutality against the Black community is out of hand.
And there he is, laid out in the cold street, dead.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this. And then you can bury your son.
That sounds real good, Miss Pope. But you and I both know that this only ends with me dead or locked up. Because that's just the way things go around here.
This part of the episode shows a Black man sitting over the body of his dead son. This brings to light that reform is needed within the police department. It also provides a look into the Black community. This father had to have the conversation with his son about how to act and what to say around police. A white father would not have had to have this conversation with his son. This is just reaffirming the need for reform in the police department. Scandal also highlights this throughout the show.
Over.
God, what the hell is it with you people?
Us people.
Yeah, you people. I didn't misspeak. You people have no idea what loyalty is, what respect is. You're here because you were supposed to help us, and you spent every second of it trying to tear us down, tear me down, push your own damn agenda.
I'm here to find the truth.
The truth is, those people in Rosemead have no respect for anything or anyone. No, they're like you. They just take whenever they want, and they have no problem turning their backs on the people who gave it to them. People like me.
This clip shows the officer's reaction after they confronted him about shooting the unarmed Black teen. The author uses this show to highlight the importance of what is happening in Ferguson and across the nation. A campaign that arose from Ferguson and similar incidents is #BlackLivesMatter. This is a social media campaign that focuses on Black pride. It also allows for an open forum to talk about issues within the community. Social media provides another avenue for people to talk about the issues in today's society. This social media campaign, along with many others, have had a profound impact in today's society. Music artists have also been conveying important messages through the lyrics in their songs. One song that is an example of this is Glory by John Legend and Common. The song has over 8 million views on YouTube alone. Popular music reaches so many different people, and therefore the deeper messages within the songs are conveyed to a larger audience.
One son died, the spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots, we on the ground. The camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
John Legend and Common took the opportunity to address the issues in today's society revolving around the treatment of the Black population. They mention Ferguson and relate back to the hundreds of years of struggle that the community has gone through. The song is very popular and makes many important points about injustice. Music is another forum by which social justice is happening in today's society. The iconic images that have been scrolling across the screen are images that are often associated with the civil rights and black rights movement. When you see these images and think about the Ferguson trial and the protests, it shows the hundreds of years that the black community has been dealing with oppression. The movie Selma looks at the struggle and tells the story of Martin Luther King Jr. One scene specifically shows people being beaten in the street by police. Comparing that scene to instances in today's society with officer-related shootings and incidents at protests make us realize that the same thing is going on. There is still injustice for the black community. The movie Selma came out at a critical time because it helps to highlight how the issues in today's society aren't that different than those in the past.
They are not gods, they are not superheroes, they were just people who did incredibly heroic things.
It was very strategic to go into a place that had people who were going to fight back, and that conflict could be utilized to galvanize a nation, which is what happened.
I don't think people in the United States understand how they got where they are. They've heard I have a dream, but they haven't heard the private agony of going into Selma knowing that any step could be your last.
This clip shows the March on Selma, and it shows that the people who participated in it knew there was a chance they could be injured. They knew there was a chance they could die. They marched anyway because they believed in justice. Selma was a turning point for the civil rights movement, just as Ferguson is a turning point in today's society. Overall, social media has played a huge role in having discussions about this topic. While the focus of this presentation has been on the black community, it is important to note that there are multitudes of other topics that have been and are being discussed through social media and media. The reason that the black community has been the topic is because of the protests and because of the Ferguson trial. It's all recent and fresh in people's minds. Social media and media are becoming our mode of communication for these topics because we live in a society that is so technologically ingrained we are constantly interacting with media. Music, film, lyrics, and social media all provide avenues for us to have discussions about what is important to us, such as social justice.